Yeah. 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 So many lies that you hear from the net, they don't get her respect. She reporting the truth, not a check. You want an unbiased opinion straight from the chest, not a bit of accomplice or someone here for a check. Tune in, these are thoughts from a lawyer on a mission who goes so hard it's like she works on commission. Trolls in the comments might say she tripping cause they lack the knowledge, they don't know they missing. Got a couple current events that you like, wanna know about law from the eyes. Tired of all these blogs running lies because their agendas are disguised. Tune in to the intellect, cause I'm sure y'all missing all the facts of the case that she steady is gifting. Someone here for the people, man, it's so uplifting. If you ain't subscribed yet, then you just omitting facts.
Hello, everyone. I am back. My name is Pam Esquire, also known as Your Law Intellect. Thank you guys. Thank you guys again for all the overwhelming love. I'm still getting cash apps. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for celebrating my 12K. We are on the road to 13K. But I just couldn't let the day go by without giving you some of this good content. And so even though we had our celebration, I told you guys to come back. So welcome back to all of the ones that have come over here. Thank you so much for acknowledging my intro. Thank you, Miss Irene. I appreciate you because people complain about my good little intro because they say it's too long. But y'all know I gotta let people in the room because I don't want to have to repeat myself. And that gives us a little bit of time, to get our bop together, grab our snacks, grab our drinks, so that we can get into this legal game. Thank you for all of the congratulations. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yes, yes, yes. And it's all because of you guys that I have able to reach this milestone. Yes, we have garnered 4,000 subscribers in 28 days. Just nuts. Y'all know how much I struggled for that first 1,000? If you guys knew my testimony, it was rough, child. It was rough. But thank you. Yes, we are back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Harold. Thank you. Okay, it's 311 of you guys up in here already. So make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. If you like it over here, let us know. Converse with the chat. We want to hear what you have to say. I'm going to give a brief background and then I'm going to go into some documents. I have a few sets of documents, but I'm not going to be able to go into all of them today. So I have labeled this as part 1, which means obviously we have other parts. We all know that Ernest Williams, who is the husband, we put that in quotation marks, of Shirley Strawberry, Shirley Strawberry is the co-host of the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And we have been following this case since back in June when he had the motion hearing. Because of how his case has slowly moved, how they move in Georgia, we know what the charges were, but we really did not know what the actual alleged factual allegations were. What the factual allegations were, we really didn't know. So it's been a lot of speculation on what the allegations are, what the actual, what people are coming forward to say. Because if you guys listen to phone calls from prison, I know they just dropped another audio today. It seemed that Ernesto made it he didn't understand who the victims were. It gave the assumption that perhaps he didn't get discovery, which is the evidence that's against him, and his lawyer, I guess, didn't have much more information according to him. So really what we saw was the charges. So we saw theft by deception. We saw some very disturbing allegations as it pertains to SA and child pictures, we've seen a lot of different allegations, but we don't have any alleged facts. So I was able to obtain some documents because this case is still being litigated, it's still an open case. So of course they're not about to give me evidence. They're not about to give me information that they have not presented in court yet. But what I do have is enough to kind of confirm some of the information that we've heard on different blogs related to some of the people, some of the housing vicinity. It's a lot. So I'm going to start with one of the documents. It's related to a theft by deception, and it tells the whole story. I've done a lot of redacting. They did some redactions, but I felt like it needed a little bit more, than what they gave me when I got the document. So without further ado, I see all you guys in the chat, but I know you guys want to get right to it, just like I want to get right to it. Because baby, it took a lot in me not to just do this and not do the celebration. But I'm glad I did the celebration because I did have some people that I wanted to thank. So here we are, guys. This is a document from the police department. And it gives us some interesting facts on this is related to the theft by deception and financial transaction card fraud. That's what we will be discussing on tonight. So we have the investigative report and there's the narrative. Again, these are all someone's allegations, but they do give us a background on how we got here because many people asked me, and I didn't have the answer, why would someone not paying rent alert the police? Because if that's the case, then the whole landlord tenant court will be filled with police officers issuing warrants because eviction is not an uncommon thing. So a lot of people wanted to know why this situation was so important that the police felt like that they needed to investigate. We'll go over that entire report on another live, hopefully in a few days. But on this one, they do give you a snippet of how we got here to where we are now. This was a report that was on, I think it's July 10th. He did get arrested. People were telling me it was July 5th that he got arrested. No, he was arrested on July 7th. And the reports show that because I mentioned July 7th because that was supposed to be also the day that the depiction of the kids were found as well. And I gave the commentary of, well, if that was found, maybe it was in the car. Maybe it was in something, they had search warrants for his phone. I don't know, but they had that as the day that was in his possession about the kids. So that was July 7th that the original arrest happened. So we are going to start from the beginning. There's a lot of reading here. So that's why I said make sure that you have your snacks and make sure that you have your drink. And here we go, y'all. 600 of you guys, make sure you hit the like button on your way in. So it has on July 7th of 2022, Ernest Williams was arrested on an outstanding warrant for theft by deception. William had been renting a home and it has the address, and had not been paying the rent. The landlord filed a report with the Roswell Police Department stating that Williams owed in excess of $26,000. He stated that he believed there was illicit activity happening at the home located on Pine Grove Road, as there were multiple vehicles sitting in the driveway, to include a Bentley, 2 Harley Davidsons, motorcycles, and an ambulance. Like, why is the ambulance in their driveway? What? Anyway, the landlord stated that he conducted a walkthrough of the home per the rental agreement and stated that there was hardly any furniture in the house and the home looked as if no one was living there, but the tenants had been there 3 months. So this is what started all of this domino effect here. I began my investigation into the case and conducted a search warrant subsequent to Williams' arrest on his vehicle, which is registered to his wife, Shirley Strawberry. It was a white 2017 Ford F-350 dually truck, assigned Georgia license plate. Had to redact that out. Got the VIN number. While conducting the search, there were multiple items seized to include a computer, an iPhone, a black bag with various documents. Other items found in the vehicle were two black toys. We'll just say they're toys, a black mask with zips, and liquid Viagra. Through further investigation of the documents, it was found that the Bentley was in possession as Williams has stopped. Well, I'm sorry. It was found that the Bentley was in repossession as Williams had stopped paying the car note and other documents, which prompted us to obtain a search warrant for that address as well as Pine Grove. So the first address, so it is true based on this document. The first address was the one that I guess was in Ernesto and Shirley's name. Then it also led them to another address, which was next door or a couple houses down. And it was on the same street where the co-defendant of the case, Erica King, was living. So that actually did confirm that they lived by each other. I see your comments. I'm trying to get through this, guys. I found that Williams had other active arrest warrants in Henry County, city of McDonough, related to larceny and theft by conversion, whereby a check was written and tendered by Williams for the purchase of a trailer for $9,385. That check was returned for non-sufficient funds in his Wells Fargo account, city of South Fulton, for theft by deception. So he already had a warrant when they ran his name. Additionally, I found that Williams had an active warrant in Santa Clarita, California for fraud with in-state extradition only. So basically, they didn't want to take him from, even though he had a warrant, if he were to get out on bond right now, California is not interested in getting him. They're not going to extradite him if he's in the state. Yeah, if he's within, various counties within California, absolutely. But they're like, we're not coming to Georgia, anywhere else to come get this guy. All right. As the investigation furthered, William was charged with theft of service. So they go through all the cases of which he's currently going through. So theft of services and deposit accounts, 7 counts of conspiracy to commit a felony, 4 counts of child depictions, the RA charge, the aggravated charges, the SA charges, and human trafficking. Okay. So they list all the charges. On August 15, 2022, I made a phone call to the victim of Ernest Williams. We'll call her SC. She had reported her car as stolen on June 4th, 2022 with South Fulton Police Department. I spoke with SC briefly about her relationship with Williams and asked for her to send all documentation on to me that she had regarding her case. SC also mentioned that she had recently filed another police report in South Fulton in regards to Williams using her credit card for items not authorized and money not being repaid. On August 30th, 2022, SC, with the detective at the police department, came in for a formal interview. So this is her interview. This is the information that the alleged victim gave the police department. September 19, 2021, SC met Williams at Starbucks in Atlanta. She was sitting outside speaking with some females that were selling Mary Kay products. SC told Williams that the Starbucks was closed and that if he stayed too long, he would end up buying something from her. Williams started speaking with SC, bought some beard oil, and told her she had a beautiful smile, and ended up exchanging numbers with her. He showed SC his Instagram and how many followers he had and said that he could help grow her business. He also mentioned that he could help her get her finances and life goals in order. Williams texted SC later on and told her that his team could work on her project and that it would cost her $1,000. SC stated that she was looking into courses that cost around the same amount of money and decided that if a team could help her, she would prefer to task it out. There was one aspect of the initial meeting that SC was surprised by. Williams was telling her about his security company and wanted to show her that he could find people's information by running their vehicle tag. SC stated that he went into his truck, grabbed a portable radio that he stated was linked to 911 in net. He gave the tag over to the radio and received a full report back with all of her personal information. Cool. I told you guys to get your wow stickers and your what stickers if you're members. On September 27th of 2021, William needed to have the $1,000 for the social media work transferred to him via Zelle. She stated that she transferred $10 via Zelle from her checking account to Williams at SunTrust account. To verify the transaction went to the correct account. Her second transaction was from her and it was the $990. On October 3rd, 2021, Williams called and asked to meet with SC. They met in a parking lot in Alpharetta on one of Williams' motor coaches. When SC arrived, Williams was with a young female named Dominique, and then they did her real name, who was his assistant but called his daughter. Williams stated to SC that Dominique and she could meet on the coach about the work Dominique would be doing for her in regard to social media. While SC was on the coach with Dominique, her son was sitting with Williams in his Ford F-350. We know who car that is. SC stated that Dominique was supposed to work on her content for Instagram and help her gain followers. As the current date, Dominique has never provided the services that she was supposed to provide to SC. After the meeting, SC left with her son and went to have pizza around the corner. When she was getting ready to leave, her car wouldn't start and she reached out to Williams. After a few attempts, it started. Williams stated to her that she needs to get a new car and get that one from under her. He continued to ask her about her bank accounts and debts and said that he could help her get from under her debt and level up. Quote. SC disclosed to Williams all the debt she had, auto loan debt, and the amount of money in her checking and savings account. On October 6, 2021, SC met with Williams on his motor coach just off of the Lithia Springs exit off I-20. He was stating to her that he's going to get her a Chevy Tahoe and that she was to go online and choose what she wanted. Sent him a copy of her driver's license and he would need $3,000 sent to him via Zelle in increment payments and he would take care of the rest. SC sent $1,000 from her saving account via Zelle to Williams' account. During this meeting, Williams started asking SC if she liked massages. She said that she did, and she has had the same male massage therapist for a while. However, she stated that she felt uncomfortable with Williams massaging her because he was married. Williams asked her if her massage therapist was married, and she stated she did not know and that it didn't matter because she was paying for the services. Williams responded with, "My wife knew what I was doing before she married me." SC stated that Williams gave her a massage on the bed located at the back of the motor coach. Y'all better get these likes up. You hit these likes now. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. So let's go. On November 1st of 2021, Williams stated to SC that she needed to send him $500 for insurance on the Chevy Tahoe as it could not leave the lot without insurance. So she sent $500 from her checking account to Williams account. November 4th, 2021, she met Williams again on the motor coach to speak with him about her plans to, quote, level up and receive a massage. This was the first time the relationship became intimate. On November 5th, 2021, Williams called SC from the Chevy dealership stating that he had been looking for her Tahoe and asking what color she wanted, white or black. On November 7th, 2021, SC stated that she was supposed to meet Williams to get the truck, but it never happened. Williams stated that he was busy hanging out with his client, Charles Barkley, and he would let her know when he had the truck. Look at him, just a name dropping. He did that in a couple of cases here. SC stated that Williams wanted her to do a pop up shop for her business as it would be good for her brand. He suggested using the motor coach and felt that a good location was Douglasville. On November 10th, 2021, SC called Williams about the truck and also to talk about the pop up shop. And he stated that he was in Texas in business and that he will contact her when he gets back. And now, Shirley did say he wasn't hardly ever home. So he might be in all these states. Okay, it's over 1,000 of you guys in this chat. I need you guys to hit this like. No, it's not Sonia. Yeah. On November 12th, SC was supposed to do the pop-up shop in Douglasville, and Williams stated to her that he would not be able to because the generator would not start and it was a cold day. He also said to her that she would need to zell him $200 to cover gas and security for the next date available for the pop-up shop. SC asked about the Tahoe again, and Williams stated he needed the next payment of $1,000 for the Tahoe as the guy would not let him get it until he had more money. I just can't see this cat the way he talks, finessing me like, ooh, out of this money. SC sent the $200 for the pop-up shop from her checking account. It gives all the information. This said date, the two ended up meeting and was the second time the two were intimate on that day. On November 15th, 2021, SC reached out to Williams to ask about the Chevy Tahoe as she still had not received it and had now paid $2,000 to Williams for the vehicle. And Williams stated that he was on his way back from Charlotte, North Carolina, and was surprised that the dealer had not called her to deliver said Tahoe. On November 17th, 2021, Williams contacted SC and asked her how much debt she had on her 3 credit cards. SC told Williams the amount on all of her credit cards. Williams stated that she needed to pay $800 into Nesto's private elite security, giving her 2% ownership in the company so that her expenses could be written off as business expenses. So she was able to get 2% of the company by giving you $800, according to you, Nesto, allegedly. SC made a list of all the items that she needed work done. I'm sorry. I done skipped. Sorry. Let me go back. I done slipped the whole paragraph. I'm moving too fast. SC sent the $800 from her account to Williams' account for her 2% ownership in the business. But of course, she was never given percentage of ownership, according to her. Williams stated that he would speak to SC soon, but he was in Memphis and that he is upset because young Dolph was shot and he was a client of his. He also mentioned to SC that he is there purchasing a command center for his business and sends her an image. On November 23rd, 2021, William stayed the night at SC's house for the first time. During his stay, he asked if there was anything she needed help with on her house, as he has a guy that can help with handiwork. Of course he does. Of course, Nesto has a guy that can fix things. SC made a list of all the items that she needed work done and sent it to Williams. When Williams received the list, he stated that he needed to have $500 sent via Zelle to pay his handyman for the work. So she sends the $500 from her saving account to his account. On November 26th of 2021 for the repairs on her house, the house has never been fixed. On December 1st of 2021, during a conversation between Williams and SC, Williams stated that he needed to go to the Chevy dealer to ask about the Tahoe and find out when they would be receiving it. There was still no further updates. SC stated that she and Williams started planning a trip to take place during the Christmas break, as she is a teacher and gets 2 weeks off for the holiday season. During this same call, Williams stated to SC that he would be able to pay her debt off for her and that Dominique would be bringing her the money via check. The money was never brought to SC. Williams also said to SC that she needed to renovate her kitchen and he could get her appliances from Brandmart. SC agreed to him buying her appliances and said she liked the look of the darker stainless. SC gave Williams the information for 3 credit cards as she needed to spread the charges for the appliances across the 3 cards. She only authorized him to buy the appliances and nothing else. On this same day, on December 1st, 2021, Williams charged $2,000 at Precinct 1 Autos on her Carnival MasterCard without authorization from her. Williams purchased multiple vehicles from this location. Through a search warrant of Williams' white Ford F-350, the receipts of the Precinct 1 Autos, along with the scrap of paper with SC's credit card number, was found on Williams' black backpack in the vehicle. The same day, Williams also used her Family First Credit Union Visa account and made purchases at Lara's Trucks in the amount of $1,017.12. On December 2nd, 2021, William charged $1,000 on SC's Carnival MasterCard and $800 to her Family First Credit Union account. On December 4th, 2021. See, I would have had to meet Nesto on the corner at this point. You just gonna spend my money like that? What are you doing? You're just gonna have your way with my credit cards, allegedly. Thank you so much for the super sticker, HFG. I appreciate it. You guys hanging in there with me? I told you guys it was a lot. It was a lot. And you said he is a mess. And you said he's ruthless. You said cancel the cards. I'm gonna have to agree with you on that one. Cancel the cards. But right. But the thing is, listening to those calls, perhaps he didn't have it. Like I've seen people here and they give you discovery rather early. And I've seen like there's attorneys that are court appointed here, even though his wasn't a court appointed at the beginning, where they don't necessarily give you the discovery. And if they're not coming to visit you, maybe at that time he didn't know, or maybe he did know and he was just telling her. I'm just, I gotta try to speculate on both sides. But she said he gave her a massage and now he is all in her wallet. All right, let's continue, guys. I had to take a quick break because it was a lot of reading. Thank you guys for your patience. On December, where we at? December 2nd, 2021, $1,000 was charged on the Carnival MasterCard and $800 on the Family First Credit Union at Lara's Trucks. On December 4th, 2021, he asked SC if she had any room on her credit cards and then proceeds to make a purchase on her Visa without her consent in the amount of $1,000 at Lara's Trucks. All of the said transactions were not authorized, and to date, no money has been returned. On December 13th of 2022, Williams stated that he would need the last $1,000 sent to him for the Tahoe. She sent the $1,000 to the checking account number, and I guess that's the whole 3,000 for the Tahoe that he said that's what it was gonna cost. During the rest of December 2021, SC faced a family tragedy where she lost 5 family members to a fire in DeKalb. Williams and her never traveled, but he tried to advise her that in order to pay for the funerals, she will need to up her credit limit. It will also make her credit look better. So she stated she was getting frustrated because she had paid thousands of dollars to Williams and had absolutely zero, zilch, no return. No vehicle, no appliance, no work done to her house, no social media work, or percentage of the company she was promised. She told him that they need to chat. She said, "We need to talk." She initiated a $1,000 request through Zelle. So she said, "Listen, I'm going to pick up my Zelle and I'm going to request $1,000 from you." And you know what he said? "I ain't got it." He said, "Dominique got control of my account." On January 20th of 2022, and a conversation stated to Williams that she was going to trade her Nissan Altima in at CarMax. Williams stated that he would be able to get her more money for her car and that he had a buyer lined up. Williams brought one of his 2016 Dodge Chargers to use while he was going to sell her Nissan. So she drove the Charger for a few months and kept asking Williams, well when you going to get my money for my vehicle? So Williams kept stating that he was traveling when he spoke to her and said he'd get back to her when he returned from being out of town. On March 9th, 2022, Williams called Essie and asked if he could place some appliances at her home. Y'all gotta listen to this. Hold on one second. Y'all gotta pay attention to this part. Hold on. Okay, sorry. Y'all pay attention. On March 9th, 2022, William called Essie and asked if he could place some appliances in her home. Essie stated she was not at home and there was not enough room. William sent Essie a photo of all the appliances which were from the house located on Bent Creek Manor in Alpharetta, Georgia. This is the home Williams and his wife, Shirley Strawberry, lived in. Williams then sent a photo to Essie later showing the appliances loaded up on the back of his white Ford F-350, taking them to a storage unit. This was also the day that Williams and his wife were evicted from his residence. You getting evicted from your wife. Then you call a whole nother woman and say, "Hey, you got room in your house for our appliances? Because we about to get evicted." Little baby said, "I know you lying." Love Jones said, "Shut the front door." I told you guys I had a wild sticker because I read it like, huh? Let's continue. This was also the day, of course, they got evicted. All right. On March 13th, 2022, Williams met with Essie to give her a different vehicle. He gave her a 2015 Dodge Charger in place of the 2016 Dodge Charger. During the rest of March and April, Essie continued to ask Williams for her money. Williams stated that the buyer was in the Dominican Republic, and as she returned, he would be able to get Essie the money for her vehicle. The buyer is in the Dominican. Who is the buyer? Who is the buyer, Nesto? He told her to buy her. So you riding around in her paid off vehicle, talking for 2-3 months, talking about you about to sell it, and now the buyer is in the DR. First, you never at home. Now the buyer is in the DR. Williams told Essie to stop paying on her auto loan due to him selling the car. Essie stopped paying as she believed she would have the money to hand to pay the loan in full. Essie started getting notices for payment and eventually told Williams that if she did not get the money, her car was going to be repossessed. On May 2nd, 2022, The Dodge Charger SC was driving was towed from her place of work. Do that sound familiar? You can't make this stuff up. This is crazy. SC found out the vehicle had been repossessed and was being stored in Atlanta. SC stated to Williams that he needed to give her the money for her vehicle or give her vehicle back as she now had nothing to drive. So, you know what Williams did? He came over at 3 o'clock on May 3rd, 2022, and spent the rest of the morning and hours with SC so that he could drive her to work the same morning. This dude leaving folks without cars allegedly is just getting out of control. How does he really say if this is all alleged? But if you really did this stuff, and I'm assuming this person came with receipts, how are you telling these people they ain't got nothing against me? I don't even know what they talking about. They ain't got nothing. They just trying to find something. So you wasn't at this woman's house. You wasn't giving no massages in the back. You wasn't driving her car. Oh, but it gets better. On May 4th, William arrived with an ambulance for SC to drive. How you got her driving an EMS truck? Where you get an EMS from? But he ended up driving her and her son instead. While on the way to work, the ambulance broke down and he called for a tow truck. So Essie and her son walked home. On May 5th, 2022, William starts asking Essie if she wants to work with him and be the registered agent for his bail bonds business. She declined his offer to work for him. This fool was going to get a bail bonds business. What? I told you after the celebration to come over here because I said I got to go through one so y'all can see what's going on here. On May 17th, 2022, we have a whole timeline here. She asked Williams again for the money for her vehicle or to return her vehicle. Williams did not do either. On May 18th, 2022, she received a text message from Williams asking for her insurance card for the Nissan. What? SC asked why he needs the insurance and he did not respond. So she's trying to get her car back, and you got the nerve to say, hey, you got your insurance certificate? On May 30th, 2022, SC messaged Williams and stated to him that if he does not put the money for the vehicle in her account by May 30th, 2022, she's going to call the police and file a stolen car report. On June 4th, 2022, she held out. She held out because she said by May 30th she was going to do it, but she held out to June 4th, where she reported her car stolen with South Fulton County Police Department. On June 6th, 2022, Williams started texting SC demanding a copy of the police report. On the same day, SC's car is located in Conyers. The car was being driven by Tracy, who was arrested for theft by receiving stolen property. She stated in the report that she was driving her granddaughter's car. So can you imagine you driving somebody's car and then you get the and then you like, I'm just driving my granddaughter's car. So this person was identified as the granddaughter through interviews with her. She was in the Dominican Republic and was told by Williams that he had paid the car off for her and given it to her. So she's driving a vehicle around under the impression the vehicle was paid for. So he done allegedly took this lady's vehicle and gave it to another chick and said it's paid off. Which I think the car was paid off, but the lady was supposed to be buying the vehicle. So I guess he was telling the truth that she was in the Dominican Republic. But she ain't buying the car because you gave it to her and said it was paid off, like you was just gifting her the car, according to the way this is read. On June 8th, 2022, Williams stated to SC that he knows she told the police officer, and it's okay. He said that. See, it's okay. He understands. He also stated that he had a lawyer and he would go and turn himself in as a warrant for theft by deception had been obtained for him. On June 9th, 2022, SC received a call from Williams' lawyer, who was located in Atlanta, in regards to the stolen car. The number is registered to a Lamont. Y'all remember the name Lamont that's in those jail calls? Who is one of Williams' friends, partners, and jail associates from his past incarceration. They said a jail associate. What is a jail associate? And then they put his number in there, so I redacted that. I was like, dang, this number has been dialed and conversations had by Williams from the jail on August 13th, 15th, 16th, 23rd, and 24th of 2022. Williams has been referring to this individual by the name of Lamont. You said, "What's up, player?" You know what? Fred Sanford told us Lamont was a big no way. Please, y'all, if you guys are enjoying this content, please make sure that you hit that subscribe button and also like the video. This is my second video today. We had a celebration earlier. I told you guys, I promised I would get you guys the facts of these cases because we did not have it. So have that exclusively here, the facts of this case. Let's take a moment to like, share. Thank you, Kenneth Knight. And I love that you love my content. I appreciate you. I really, really do. Thank you so much, Tigra. Cross country cruise out and said your name. I'm sorry. I try not to do the government names for your Cash App. I appreciate the love and support. All right, let's get back to the get back. To date, SC has not received any money back from Williams or any services that were promised. I am charging Williams with theft by deception and financial transaction card fraud. And this is based on the following. Williams did commit theft by deception by obtaining a Zelle payment in the amount of $1,000, $10 and $9.90. And they got the transaction date of September 27th of 2021 for a service to provide social media content and management where the service was not performed and the money not returned. Williams did commit theft by deception by obtaining a Zelle payment in the amount of $1,000. Transaction date October 6th of 2021 for a down payment on a vehicle, Chevy Tahoe, that was never received by the alleged victim or the money returned. Williams did commit theft by deception by obtaining a Zelle payment in the amount of $1,000. That transaction date was November 12th of 2021 for a down payment of a vehicle, Chevy Tahoe, that was never received or the money was never returned. William did commit theft by deception by obtaining a Zelle payment in the amount of $1,000. Transaction date December 13th of 2021 for a down payment. And you guys know the truck never happened and the money was never returned. William did commit theft by deception by obtaining a payment in the amount of $500 on November 1st of 2021 for an insurance payment on a Chevy Tahoe that was never received by or money returned. William did commit theft by deception by obtaining a Zelle payment in the amount of $200. Transaction date November 12th for a rental service to use Williams Motor Coach for a business pop-up shop, which was never had use of the bus for the service or the money returned. William did commit theft by deception by obtaining a Zelle payment in the amount of $800. Transaction date November 17, 2021 for a 2% ownership buy-in of Williams business Nesto Elite Private Security. did not receive the 2% business, or did not receive their money back. Williams did commit theft by deception by obtaining a Zelle payment in the amount of $500. Transaction date November 26th of 2021 for a service to provide home repairs to her home. The service was never provided. You put it in a chat or money returned. William did commit financial transaction card fraud when he provided the credit card number to the precinct one for a transaction of $2,000 on December 1st without her permission. Williams did commit financial transaction card fraud when he had a credit card for Lara's truck for transaction of $1,071 without her permission. Williams did commit financial transaction card fraud when he provided credit card number to Lara's Truck Inc. for transaction of $1,000. Williams did commit financial track when he swiped that card again for $800. Williams did commit financial transaction card for fraud when he provided at Lara's Truck for $1,000. And those are the alleged allegations to the theft by deception. That would have been the charges that would have already stuck during the time that he was in jail, during those phone calls that we heard from September, October, November, when he said he don't know what this is about. He don't know. He don't understand. He don't understand what's going on. And then I'm gonna do one more thing before we get off of here. Okay. I'm gonna do one more thing. Let me see if I redacted that. One more thing. So, of course, anything that has to do with SA type charges, they're not going to put the victim's name in there, for their protection and their privacy, and that is also embarrassing. But I do have I did want to go. Oh, is that it? No, that's a different one. I do want to show that one. Let's see. Thank you so much for the membership, Nicole, Renee. I appreciate that. Shirley said everybody jealous and lying. Well, sure. I listen. I'm just bring. Don't say Pam said. Okay, this is what this document said. It's all allegations, but we did not have facts that were connected to alleged facts that were connected to any of these charges, and now we have a few of them. Thank you so much, Tessie. He said I'm gonna need a drink. You have no idea. You have no idea. I still have some redactions to do on another document. But thank you so much for the $10 super chat. I appreciate your support. So this is the information related to the essay. So as you guys see, it has count 1 is RAPE. Count 2 is aggravated SOD. Then we have number 3, aggravated SB. Then we have trafficking a person for the servitude. So it has on here, this is the facts that they gave. On May 10th of 2023, I, Detective Fields, conducted an interview with a female who stated she had been SA'd multiple times by Ernest Williams. This is an ongoing investigation at this time. So, guys, I am trying to bring you guys the facts. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. I still did not eat because I had to come on here, and I promised you guys that I was going to bring you some content. So I hope you guys enjoyed the content. Make sure you hit the like. This is just part 1. We will have a part 2. Hopefully it'll be tomorrow. But if you guys enjoyed it, thank you again. Cash App still coming in. I appreciate you guys celebrating with me. Thank you so much, Denise and QB. I appreciate it. I appreciate all of the love. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Hope you guys enjoyed tonight's show. Let me know by liking the content and let me know by subscribing if you have not done so already. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you guys appreciate it. I do. But all right, you guys, I love each and every one of you guys. You guys go ahead and make sure that you guys enjoy the rest of your Friday. Told you guys I was going to bring it to you. Now, I didn't disappoint. Now, you guys got to admit, I did not disappoint. But thank you guys again for all of the financial. Be sure. Sure, I'll see you guys over in these YouTube streets. Enjoy the rest of your night until we get back to part 2.